Can I edit the... I don't know how to edit. Um, uh... how do I edit? No. I don't want to share it either. I'm an editor. Let me edit it. For fuck's sake, mate. I've got so much crap. Okay, we're gonna get underway in like any second right now. Um. Doesn't look like Pippi. All right, he's updated it. Oh, I'll be back in like 2 seconds. Alright, okay. Alright. We are here with the finals of Trench League. We got HoHoHaHa Shrapnel versus Tilted Gaming. Both of these teams have had very good runs. Obviously, they're in the winners final. Oh, wow, we're seeing bans come right out of the gate. We got Axe Ban. By the way, I'm Break This Guy. I hope you will enjoy my casting, because you're stuck with it. But we've got Axe banned out for HoHoHaHa, Tilted Gaming opting for the Venge Silencer bans. Both kind of very flexible heroes right now in the meta. Can play cores, can play supports. Lena's the third one that really comes to mind. And they're both strong. Silencer's more of a team fight, counter hero, as well as Venge, so... Maybe we'll be seeing very heavy spellcasting lineups, very divide, just run at you, which both of those heroes kind of counteract. And then HoHoHaHa actually bans Sniper. That's your main hero, man. You can't ban that. That's that's your thing. You have to pick it. It's the finals. Come on.
5 seconds remaining.
Whatever. They don't want to get sniped. Understandable. One of the stronger heroes in this meta.
Reserve time.
Can be very strong, I should say. Tilted Gaming picks up a Night Stalker first pick. I actually like that. He can offlane, he can position for a roam, and he's very strong versus Keeper of the Light, which is probably one of the best 3 supports right now, in my opinion. I think the best 3 supports are probably Keeper of the Light, Warlock, and then, I don't know, maybe Disruptor or something along those lines. In terms of, like, position, like, 5s. Or position 4s.
10 seconds remaining.
In terms of standard supports. So HoHoHaHa actually picks up an Earth Spirit. I don't know what to say to that. Like, Earth Spirit is like... I played a pub earlier today. It was like... I don't know. Like, people either are really good with this hero, or this hero is just awful. And I have to say, This isn't the first Earth Spirit pickup we've had here in Trench League, and I think it worked out. It's been picked twice, I think, in the games that I've casted, and it's worked out once, and it didn't work out the other time. I don't believe HoHoHaHa has run it before, but we'll see. That's their position 4, so we'll be expecting some early pressure in our rotations, even earlier than the Night Stalker. And another thing to note, he can actually counter-initiate if, like, Night Stalker ganks mid. Earth Spirit can roll, and if they're diving him, the slow will probably save the mid hero, and also can, like, get a counter kill. So it's actually very strong. I actually do like that. Could be something along the lines of a lion. So they actually pick up a Slardar.
Radiant team's turn to pick.
I'm inclined to think that that is an offlane Slardar, considering they've got an Earth Spirit. Probably will be getting quite a bit of help from him as well in the laning phase, considering most. I don't like the Slardar pickup, or I would have saved the Earth Spirit for later, not a first pick, because most people don't actually run this hero, or at least I was a little bit blindsided by this. Lycan, so
Dire team's turn to ban.
I'll get to that in a second, but I would have liked to see the Slardar and like have them pick this up later, because Slardar can be run as a support as well. So I would have liked to see them use the ambiguity of that to kind of mess with Tilted Gaming. Tilt them, if you would. Like I was saying earlier, Venge and Silencer, one of the heroes that you know, really good versus those Devi lineups. So the bans actually make sense with the lineup that they're running. Another thing to mention, Lycan Howl. I'll see if you can see it there. It says hero bonus health, 200 bonus health. It's absolutely insane. It gives bonus damage too. It's a great spell. So it's gonna make everybody very tanky, very hard to kill, which is quite good versus Earth Spirit. Maybe not so much versus Slardar because of the bonus armor. Lycan also has pretty bad armor, so we'll see how that works out. We see the second round of bans coming out. HoHoHaHa banning out a Disruptor.
5 seconds remaining.
Alright, I could see that. I don't... It's quite good if Earth Spirit or Slardar tries to initiate from pretty far away and needs to delay them. The ult is pretty good as well. And they ban out a Treant.
Radiant team's turn to ban.
Tree, I could see applying more pressure onto the safe lane. I have to say, Treant, Protector dual lanes, like Night Stalker Tree could be absolutely just devastating, so I like the ban. Dire banned Shadow Fiend and Lifestealer. I'm assuming that means that their mid heroes could be melee, could be a bit of a weaker laner. And as far as Lifestealer goes, it's decent versus Lycan and Night Stalker. I don't like it as much because Lycan can kite the Lifestealer, so I don't know. This is still a decent ban though. I still like it. And they pick up a Broodmother.
Reserve time.
Third pick Broodmother. Now, is Brood worth it in this patch? I think that is my main... I don't know. I know her talents are quite good. I know Broodmother's talents are very strong and can in fact like do work, but I don't know about this. I don't know about this pick. We'll see. It's very early in the draft for a Broodmother pickup, but hopefully it's good. And hey, Crystal Maiden, you know, very good for Brood to lane against. At least she just gets destroyed. Only problem is the Crystal Nova can't. Okay, so is it I like the Timber pickup in terms of their heroes. It's great versus Lycan. Night Stalker, he's got that big silence, so I don't know if that's gonna really work out as much, but he is a strength melee core, so if Timber does go either Yule Scepter or Lotus Orb, he can deal with the Night Stalker. Of course, it forces him to get those items, which he also kind of wants to get against a Maiden because of the root.
5 seconds remaining.
I don't know. This combo. 3 offlaners and a position 4. I don't know what they're trying to lane. Maybe it's a Broodmother carry. That could be interesting, or a mid Timber. Tilted Gaming probably looking to pick up. I'm assuming it's an offlane Night Stalker, so I'm assuming they're gonna pick up another support. Supports I like. Lena's not so good. I like the Lion. I would like something with a save, something along the lines of Shadow Demon. Okay, OD. So they're gonna pick up the mid. Like I said, something with save. OD has the banish. The Arcane Orb is quite good versus Timbersaw. With the armor. The imprisonment can help save if Broodmother goes onto someone. He's got naturally high armor. He's very hard to gank from the Earth Spirit. I really like the pickup. I think it's very solid. It's a good draft coming out here from Tilted Gaming. That really brought it together. And they don't really have as many pushing problems as lineups with ODs normally do. So it's really going to pressure HoHoHaHa to figure out what's going to bring their draft together. We're looking at the last phase of bans here. HoHoHaHa. Probably wanting to ban out. I'd ban out offlaners or supports that really destroy their lanes, because their lanes, as of this moment, in my opinion, are pretty weak relative to Tilted Gaming's. I'd probably ban either. I'd like a ban on a Clockwork. I think the clock would make it very rough for Timber to do much. It can trap him in, allow him to not get off any spells. Spirit Breaker, another one. I think the Clockwork would have been a little bit better. But the Spirit Breaker is fine as well. The Charge can really disrupt your team fight, especially if Slaughter blinks, crushes in, and then you charge somebody in the back if they have vision. It'll just completely wreck your initiation. So it's pretty decent there. It also would be another melee core to really just run at them and tank up while the OD hits in the back. So very solid ban there.
Reserve time.
Bans for Tilted Gaming. Juggernaut. Okay, so they think it's a mid Brood or mid Timber. It could be a carry Slaughter. That would be something I haven't seen in a really long time. Tilted Gaming looking for their last pickup. Like I said, melee support charges. Ogre, very strong, good with OD, good with Lycan, gives the bonus move speed and attack speed. Which Lycan really wants, good for Night Stalker. Likes tanking up in the early game, can harass the mid lane and help OD through those weak level 1 through 3 or 4, I want to say, when his laning isn't as strong.
Dire team's turn to pick.
What? Is this a jungle like it? Wait, what? Okay, so they're running dual lanes. So, Night Stalker Ember? Maybe?
10 seconds remaining.
Alright, I was totally blindsided by that. What the heck is
5
that?
seconds remaining.
Well, they're running a 3-man course, so we'll see how that works out. And HoHoHaHa picks up a Slark. So, I'm assuming it is a Slardar support. Slark, safe lane, Timber, mid, Brood off lane. I guess could be Brood mid, Timber off lane. Switch those around. It really depends on where the Ember goes, where the OD goes for them to get that favorable matchup. I'd love to see them switch the lanes up if it does go that way. But really weird drafts here coming out from both teams in game 1 of the winners final of Trench League. In terms of whose draft is better, I'm gonna say Tilted Gaming, just because I think their push is slightly superior because of the Lycan. And if Slark commits onto someone, the OD Imprison will be there to save. And there is a lot of magical burst damage between the Ember Spirit, and they've got the Silence and the Vision from the Night Stalker, which is very hard to deal with if you are a Slark. But anyways, we're going to be getting underway with Game 1 of this winners final. I'm going to go ahead and introduce the teams. On Tilted Gaming, we've got Brotarine on the Night Stalker buying up an early smoke. Maybe we'll see a big rotation. We see 4 people going bottom. We've got Chet on the OD Outhouse Decorator. We've got Tim, not Tim's, he's on TNC, but Tim on the Crystal Maiden. Kevin, our favorite admin, is well, one of our favorite admins. We love you all. We've got Kevin on the Ember Spirit. We see a smoke, and last but not least, we've got Zambroni on the Lycan, skilling up Howl. Meanwhile, we see Werber for HoHoHaHa on the Dire. on the Broodmother. Looks to be an off-lane Broodmother. She already dropped one of those webs in the lane, so they know it's a Brood off-lane. We've got Positivity in the mid lane. He's bought a lot of regen, didn't get pulled any tangos, and did not opt for the port PMS like first. So maybe a delayed bottle. We'll see if he even goes for the bottle build. He'll be in the mid lane. On the Timbersaw, Shep is actually skilling up Essence Shift level 1. Maybe they're planning on getting some early damage done in Harass. Shep is on the Slark. Meanwhile, we've got on Cowlin, the Earth Spirit, we see the Mad Hatter dropping a ward here. Bit of a weird ward. Normally, lane wards are placed here, somewhere along those lines, where you get vision from the whole lane. You can see the trees blocking. They'll have to cut down a few for this ward to pay off. And last but not least, we have Poeto on the support. Slardar didn't actually end up buying anything in terms of support items, but did not opt for the Windlace, and he's actually got great positioning to make a play in the top lane here. He's going to go on a Zambroni, or Broderine, nuking him down. This is going to be a very high kill potential lane for, I want to say, HoHoHaHa. Tilted Gaming could get potential kills. They're both very tanky and can deal a lot of damage with that house. They do have to be careful not to overextend. And we'll see an Ember actually solo bottom versus the Broodmother, which is going to be very favorable for the Ember Spirit, just because the levels of Flame Guard are extremely good in laning against Brood. Really mitigates those Spiderlings damage. Night Stalker taking a bit of a harass here, actually. Poeto is going to stun out on a Zambroni. The Mad Hatter will miss the roll, and Zambroni with the Howl will make it away. Poeto falling low as well, and now they've switched targets on a Broderine. He's out of mana, but they do have the early levels of Arcane Aura because the Crystal Maiden has opted to jungle, realizing that the Ember Spirit can in fact solo against the Broodmother, at least for a while. Allows the Crystal Maiden to play very greedy and get levels of Arcane Aura that greatly benefit the Ember Spirit, but also the Night Stalker, especially because he loves spamming those nukes early on. Would have liked to see for him to wait till level 3 to really start using it as much as he is. Zambroni has to be careful here. Shep is level 2, has that pounce. And they're going to get a lot of levels here. From triple wave here, they've got the creeps. They've got the range creeps there. And looking at the last hits, you can see the Ember, well, doing very well in that solo safe lane. 9-3. Shep's also doing quite well, 9-2. Actually, last hits are fairly even at this point, although you have to remember, some of Kevin's are probably spiders, maybe 1 or 2. Just because that's the nature of playing versus a Broodmother. And the, Broodmother Werber has to be very careful not to feed too many of these spiders, otherwise the Ember is going to be very farmed in the mid-game. Positivity doing a very good job. Now, we'll see. Alright, so normally, top lane. Meanwhile, Shep going on a Zambroni. He needs one more touch. Can they get it? He's trying to body block them on Broderine. He's going to turn around, try to go on a Poeto, but he's going to fall on Zambroni. That's the first blood. Poeto will pick it up. Oh, bottom lane. I see some pings. So like I said, top lane's a very high kill potential lane. They have to be careful not to overextend on both teams. Like it, not actually skilling up Wolves, one of his better skills. Shep, pounce will miss. Now he's in a bit of trouble here. He has no pounce, he's only level 2. The 2-man stun from Mad Hatter will, however, secure his retreat. He's gonna pop a salve. No mana on Broderine to cancel that. So like I was saying before, Chet, normally when you play against the melee mid-hero on an OD, you want to go for the Arcane Orb build. Just getting a lot of harass out from that allows you to get quite a bit of damage. Maybe he's opting for this just so that he can get the Astral for the save versus the Slark. It's going to make it a lot easier in the mid-game. But the damage output is uncontested. Kevin Oh no, he just got barely fogged by Werber. Very unlucky. Actually, no. He got an unlucky chain bounce, so Werber keeps that clarity alive and doesn't get gone on by the Crystal Maiden, who's gone 1-1-1 in skill build. Pretty interesting. And Vizrun picked up on Mad Hatter. I don't think they know about this. They might have pinged missing to him, though. He does have boots. Might be going Midas. I'd like to see that. I like going Midas on this hero. They do have awards. They see him. Level 2, Whirling Death. They're gonna start with the stun. He's got the roll. He'll walk into it on Shet. He's gonna defensively imprison himself. They've got another nuke on Positivity, but with the nuke, it's going to... Oh, is it going to be enough? No! He uses the chain, and now he's in a lot of trouble. He's getting gone on. He's going to try to salve up, but he's got 10 armor, so he's pretty tanky. Broderine doesn't have mana for another 1 second. He's going to have it. He's going to pick up the kill, and Positivity will fall. Mad Hatter almost fell to the arcane... to the Astral Imprisonment, rather. So it was a 1-for-0 trade. They managed to force some rotations, but the supports came as well, so... Bit rough for them on HoHoHaHa. They're gonna shrine up here, mid lane. Nice, that efficiency though. That efficiency. But yeah, as you can see, the Ember Spirit just getting a lot more CS, probably because of their spiders. Probably closer to like 24, 25 in terms of actual creeps, but you know, we'll see. Didn't mean to do that. Mid lane now, Crystal Maiden drops a ward, but they do have a vision of it, so they do know that it is warded. They pinged it out, he's got a sentry, and they'll deward it immediately. Nice job, and that'll limit the vision of Tilted Gaming for at least a while, which is very important in this early game, especially when you've got these roaming supports. Ooh, meanwhile, top lane, Broderine trying to make something happen on a ship, but the counter from Poeto, nothing's going to happen. But yeah, when you've got these heavy roaming supports like Slardar, Earth Spirit, Monkey King, something along those lines, it's very good to limit, especially if you can get those D-wards. It's super strong because it'll just... oh, meanwhile, top lane, Broderine getting gone on. The pounce missed, and there was a stun, but I don't think it's going to be enough. He's got 2 points in Hunter of the Night, so he'll make his way out of there. Zambroni not going Summon Wolves. Very... odd. I guess he's trying to just be more of an enabler for his team, getting those early points in Hal and Feral just for the push, but without the Wolves, his damage, once he hits level 6, 7, 8, when Lycan can get some early pickoffs with his ultimate, it's really gonna be rough for him. Yeah, the Radiant build team is pretty greedy, but both teams are as well. And I think the Tilted Gaming's greed is a bit more controlled. HoHoHaHa. Oh, he's gonna get stunned up on Chet. Positivity going in. Oh my god, he just gets blown up with the Chakram. Positivity picking up a very easy kill there with the rotations. Meanwhile, Shep silenced up. He's getting dove under his tower. He's still level 5, so he has to pounce, though. He's gonna pounce away. Broderine has a nuke in 1. Can he get it off? No, but the stun and silence from Mad Hatter. Shep has to try to play around this one. He's gonna eat his way out with the Quelling Blade, and now Broderine's kind of trapped underneath the tier 1, and Knight ran out, so he's running at a much slower pace, and with the rotation from Poeto, they'll bring him down. So Shep jukes it out, and will... And this is what I meant by the, not by the overextension. Even with the Howl, it's actually level 2, so he maxing Feral Impulse over Howl. Normally you max the skill last, even though it is quite good. Maybe he's getting it for the HP regen, just to try to stay in lane. It is kind of it is a free tango. Speaking of which, Poeto looking for a free kill. Doesn't look like he's gonna get it. We see Broderine rotating bottom. And yeah, you can see Ember Spirit getting loads of last hits here. 60 and 9. It's 8 minutes. He's got 60 CS. Like, really strong. Oh, Shep. A little bit of block there by creeps. So he'll airball on the pounce. Doesn't dunk it home. Doesn't get the Kobe. Oh. Who's that with the medallion? Alright, Werber's got a medallion. Early medallion pickup. Interesting there. Be interested to see if he goes for Orchid or maybe Echo. I like the Orchid build this game. Very good versus Kevin. Very good versus the Outworld Devourer. OD now taking a point in Arcane Orb to try to deal with positivity. He's got the 3 points in reactive, so he's very tanky if they don't appear damage. Werber actually goes in bottom and dives Brodering, but he will pay with his life. I was not expecting him to go for that, and, well, he did it, and it was overall an even trade. It was the offlaner for the support, but the gold graph, they got around the same gold. Actually, Werber got a little bit more, so maybe a little bit better for HoHoHaHa. Broodmother obviously wants to stay in lane so she can continuously farm this camp and the lane. Mid lane, making a grow on it. Shed with the stun and the silence. Positivity bringing in the damage with the nukes. Chakram just does so... Sorry, not Chakram. Whirling Death, rather, does so much damage. And they'll bring him down. Ooh, Invis Rune picked up. Poeto's not level 6 yet, but both supports on HoHoHaHa are quite high leveled. Actually, all the supports got very good levels this game. Werber... Maybe Kevin has to be careful. He doesn't have a remnant out. He has 2 remnants though. They do have the invis detection. He'll manage to get the stun on a 2. Werber's gonna go for the Tim on the Crystal Maiden. They'll bring him down. Mad Hatter gets the last hit. Kevin's gonna commit a remnant. Mad Hatter misses on the stun. 2 patches ago that would have hit. Kevin, or not 2 patches, but Werber actually wants to dive this on a Kevin. Mad Hatter, he's waiting for that perfect spot with the roll. He will miss it though, and now Werber's actually getting blocked up by the creeps. He's lost the damage, and now he has to rely on the invis from the webs to get away. They're gonna pop the snow. Brotrian uses Knight. He wants the bonus attack speed, move speed rather. Mad Hatter looks like he's gonna TP out, and now Werber is all alone here. He's quite low, only around 200 HP. Runs through the sentry, but Brotrian didn't quite catch him, so they do lose the Crystal Maiden and the 3-man rotation. They're gonna shrine up, so pretty good for HoHoHaHa. Also pressuring Kevin, so he's not gonna farm, at least in that duration. And now he's kind of scared, or at least he should be. Yeah, you can see he's low HP. He's actually got the Veil already. It's 11 minutes. As you can see, top of the network charts there by quite a margin. And that's what happens when you have lane a Brood versus an Ember. The Ember's just going to get so much farm because of that Flame Guard. Zambroni has to be careful here. It looks like he's going for Vlad's first onto the Lycan. And it looks like Slark's going for a Midas. Very greedy play on him, especially because he didn't go at first. And now Werber and Mad Hatter trying to make it go on a Broderine, but with the 100 Knight, the stun and the roll will miss. But Werber doesn't care. He wants to go for this. Tim with the ultimate actually preventing them from stacking on the... Okay, they'll still bring down the Night Stalker regardless. Damage wasn't too big. Mad Hatter, nice stun there. He's actually going to get rooted up by the Crystal Maiden. Chet's rotating in. Werber has to be careful. He's going to get Arcane Orbed up, so the chains will actually miss there. A bit of a miscommunication. Werber will get out, and they lose both supports for Tilted Gaming. This Brood might be getting out of control. He's got 1,800 gold saved up. Goes for a Solar Crest early on, and minus armor galore. Meanwhile, top lane, Zambroni gets pounced. He's get gone on by Shep. A little bit of stacking there in terms of disables, and he'll get away there. If Shep had waited a moment and just hit during the stun duration one more time and then waited to pounce, they would have gotten that kill with the level 6, and you can see, oh, Kevin. Positivity. Being positive. Oh, chains will miss onto the creeps. Werber trying to turn it around with the minus armor from Poeto. He's got no mana for a remnant. He actually dodges the spiders, but I don't think it's going to matter. Werber will right click him down, and killing spree for the Broodmother. So, the early Solar Crest pickup, we'll see how much it actually is value. It'll be very good versus the OD. Speaking of OD, with the stun, with the roll, silence as well, Chet has to be really careful. He has a Astral. He's going to use it. Positivity's going to get banished, and now with the root from Tim and the Nova as well, he will save his carry. Broderian thinking about making a turn here on a Mad Hatter, but to no avail. He's just going to roll out of there. It looks like he's going earned. Yeah, he's going to finish up the earn. So, items to look out for. Has Shep finished up the Midas? Yeah, he's got that Midas finished up now. It's 14 minutes. He's third on the net worth, so I don't know. Maybe it's worth it. I don't like this though, just because the type of lineup that Tilted Gaming has now. Oh, Kevin. All right, he's fine. You only really want to get Midas if you think that the enemy team is gonna avoid fights. Like, if they're gonna avoid fights and not 5-man and try to push, Midas can be an incredibly strong item. Just because you're gonna be farming while they're farming, and because the Midas is gonna accelerate that so much, it's good. Kevin, in a bit of trouble here. He's gonna activate the Flame Guard and the stun and silence as well from that Hatter. They're gonna bring him down. They lose the spiders, but Ember. Maybe you wanted a Remnant more. Zambroni rotating in. He's got that level 1 ultimate. However, he has to be careful. Werber does have the Solar Crest, so he's pretty tanky. Oh, the stun. Oh no, his ultimate's running out as well. The follow-up damage is huge. They've got the minus armor. Actually, Tim, oh, Crystal Maiden from the tree line, slowing everybody down. Poeto is in a bit of trouble here. Oh, actually, no, the freeze on a Werber. He has to be careful. He's only got 90 HP. If I can just get a little bit of vision here. But invisibility equals invincibility, and it doesn't look like anybody will die from the side of HoHoHaHa, and this pressure they're applying to the safe lane is amazing. They've managed to catch up before the Slark and the Brood were like 600, 700 behind the Ember Spirit in terms of farm, and now they're even with him. So they've really applied the pressure. You can see the game is very even now. Oh my god, the triple remnant. They're actually going to dodge it, but with the dust, they have the vision. They'll bring down the Brood. That's a dominating streak going towards the Crystal Maiden of all heroes. We actually went Arcane Boots. Is she going for a mechanism? Be interested to see that. No real mana pool for that, Kevin. Remnanting forward aggressively. Nice chain combo. Broderine has the double damage. They'll bring down Poeto and the tier 1 tower. Tilted Gaming manning up, grouping up, and getting some very important kills at this stage of the game. So Slark's actually going for the Blink build. Normally, when I go for the Blink build, I think you prefer to go for the Echo Saber first, just because it allows you to actually man fight and gives you some tank, some mana regen, which helps with farming, of course. You can see he didn't go for the... Oh, speaking of which, Slark! Oh my god, the silence is just gonna be too much. He's actually gonna get out of there. Might have just wanted to drop a little bit of friendly banner here. While this is value on, he says that it was positivity. Actually going to dodge the remnant from Kevin. Kevin has to be careful now. Poeto. Oh, no. He manages to shackle, but with the stun and the silence, the follow-up stun from Poeto will bring him down. They lose their safe laner. That's not good. The positivity had managed to dodge the remnant and the follow-up damage because of that timber chain. And the supports were there for the follow-up, and just a little bit too aggressive there. So this game is pretty even thus far. At both teams, Tilted Gaming a little bit behind in kills, but their team is a little bit greedier in terms of farming, and they push so fast. They're going to get another tower out of this one. Meanwhile, the actually supports managed to bring down Chet, who was farming the jungle. This ward catching it all, and they knew how and when to rotate. Blink Dagger getting very close and becoming a very real possibility on an early Blink Dagger on the Slaughter. They have to be extremely careful, because once he gets that, their initiation potential is going to go through the roof. And that combined with the Slark Blink Dagger, which I believe is getting flown out now. Yes, it is. It's just going to be really rough for Tilted Gaming to deal with. But they do have the Ember Spirit, who's also closing in on a Blink Dagger around 150 away. Or 180. I'm not NA math. Tim and Brotrine taking the mid farm for a bit. Looks like the Crystal Maiden is going for a drums. I actually like this pickup. It gives a little bit of tank for her, so she won't be as easy to pick off by the Slark, especially now that he's got the Blink Dagger. And, are they trying to Roche? No, okay. I guess they were just thinking Zambroni might Roche with that, early Vlads. He's going Desolator, actually quite close in terms of farm. This Lycan, for an offlaner, is very farmed. Normally you see these dual lanes and, in this league, they don't work out as well as they have for Tilted Gaming, and well, we'll see if it'll be enough to fight against the similar Tricore. Oh, bottom lane, Werber actually gets picked off by the Night Stalker and Kevin. It's like he triple remnanted, and with the Blink Dagger, there was just no way out of there for Werber. Another thing important to note, once the Aghanims is on Broderine, Aghanim's gem, it's going to get a lot harder. I like the fact that he went for the Blink Dagger build, just because Shadowblade versus the Night Stalker, not so good, because it's almost always going to be Night. And once he gets the Ags and gem, you know, the Shadowblade doesn't do so much. So I like the build. I don't know if Midas was... I guess if you go this build, you kind of have to go. Or no, because you can go Echo and farm. If he was just going to farm, I would have preferred the Echo. Broderine trying to make a rotation here. He might actually catch Shep here. Zambroni as well. They're going to pop the Lycan ult, but they're actually going to find Mad Hatter instead. And whoa, my god, that damage! Broderine gets the last hit just because he attacks so fast, but Zambroni, my man, you've been working out? Like, getting fit, doing some CrossFit? If you look at the vision though, look at the Dire's vision. They've got 3 wards up. This one's about to expire, but they still have 3 wards up. Meanwhile, Tim has 4 observers on him. Actually drops 2 sentries for Werber. Top lane, they lose Zambroni. I thought they were gonna kill. Broderine looks like he's gonna get... No way. Okay, he sees him. He sees him. They catch him out. Shep has a pounce. Misses on the pounce. Poeto's there though. There's no escape. Meanwhile, mid lane, Werber creating space. That's what that is. He's actually going for Radiant. I thought Werber was gonna die. Like, they had vision here, he just walks through. And now he's going, oh my god, Kevin tries to save his friend, but it's just not enough. And that's a dead Crystal Maiden. So 3 hit the deck from Tilted Gaming, and HoHoHaHa beginning to take a lead here. Well, I guess the farming from Tilted Gaming was giving them a bit of an advantage, but with the kills, I think HoHoHaHa are balancing it out. They've got some towers as well. Only 1 actually to the 3 of Tilted Gaming. This is why I said the Lycan was a good pickup in terms of push, because normally with OD lineups, you're not going to have these side towers like dead like this. Just because OD doesn't push. OD is still around 1,500 gold away from that Dragon Lamp, for that Hurricane Pike, rather. Shep looks like he's going S and Y. Bit of a new build here. Might be more value than the Echo just because how much they buffed the S and Y. But the guaranteed proc on the Echo is quite good, as well as the double attack. This could be pretty value. It does give him more strength as well as in terms of general more attack speed, but he will be lacking in the mana department. He didn't buy an Aquila. They actually scout him out with the detection. Now Poeto stunned on it. Chet, the Timber Chain, the Whirling Death. The damage is big, but Chet manages to get out of there. And now the turnaround. Actually, Broderine trying to get out. Kevin tries to man up, but he's going to get stunned out. Nice Eclipse, draining everybody's mana. They're going to bring down the Earth Spirit. Now Slark is in a bit of trouble. He pops the ultimate. Kevin's on the side. Werber's finally showed up. He's trying to bring down Tim. The Crystal Maiden still attacking the deck. Will Shep actually die? He's got the Dark Pact, but it's not enough. He'll fall, as well as Kevin, so both carries are dead. Werber gets a double kill with the spawn Spiderlings, and now Poeto tries to get Chet, but he'll actually... the high ground miss! No! So he's actually gonna live, and now Chet is in a world of trouble now. He's gonna defensively imprison himself with positivity. Oh! Or not, he actually forced us out and he's gonna live away. Oh my god. So, a 3 for 2 trade overall, I believe. I believe they lost the Slark and the Earth Spirit for the 2 supports and safe laner of Tilted Gaming. Can Zambroni get the big deny off? Oh, no he can't. Werber picks up the last hit. And he's actually got the gold for the Radiance. He'll purchase that up. So, that's actually pretty decent in terms of burn damage for the shield from the Ember. But I think this item is not so good just because it'll cancel blinks and stuff, but there's just better items. Like, obviously a fast Radiance, you know, 24 minutes Radiance with the Solar Crest, you know, you can't complain. But at the same time, I think he could have made better usage. Oh my god! That timing, though! Oh. A little bit of harass going on in the mid lane. Bloodstone now complete. It's been complete for a while on Positivity. I'm sorry, my friend. I haven't been paying attention so much to your item choices. He's going for the Blink Dagger. Did he actually go for the... Yeah, he went for the whole hood. Pretty good versus both Ember, CM... Well, Ember, CM, and Night Stalker, considering most of the damage at this point is magical. Or at least most of the damage they're going to be outputting. Kevin puts a Remnant, but he's going to miss Shep with it. He's got the chains. It will miss. Proterine trying to make something happen. But still no Ags, so they do lose the vision. Poeto. It's been a while, at like 16 minutes or something. He had like 1,700 gold. Actually, ooh, Remnants away, but he Remnants right into Poeto, but the stun will airball, and now Mad Hatter has no idea where he is. Actually, Positivity catches him out. He's going to Remnant away to the low ground. Stun will miss. Positivity still chasing for this. Arcane Rune is picked up, so he's going to have spell... Alright, well, he's going to get away there. Arcane Rune, very important, though, and Ember actually going for the Radiance. Very greedy from the Ember Spirit. Ignore my voice crack, please. Please. But very greedy. Normally you only go this item when you feel that they don't really have the lockdown or control to deal with you. And I feel that they for sure have that get with this game. With the Slaughter, with the... Oh, Werber. Oh, no. Kevin's got the Arcane... Oh my god, the damage! He's just chewing through him. But now Tim's to show up. He's got the ultimate. He's trying to slow him down. Oh, but the Spawn Spiderlings actually brings him down. A bit of greed backfiring on Kevin. And meanwhile, from the top, we see Mad Hatter and Poeto trying to rotate in. Oh, well, Werber actually manages to pick off Tim's, and now Chet, Mad Hatter will airball on the stun. The silence will connect, though. And now Poeto actually misses on the blink. It got canceled by that Astro, but they'll bring down the OD with the kill, with the follow-up from Positivity, and they're 4 dead. Tilted Gaming just get all hitting the deck here. 5 dead. It's a 5-man wipe. Shep getting a solo pick off on Zambroni. And they're going to lose bottom tier 2 here. HoHoHaHa just being all together, and one by one they managed to pick off Tilted Gaming. I think Tilted Gaming has the slightly better 5-man, but, well, at this point, I don't know. Top 3 net worth, look at that. You can see after that chain feed, they've got 7k gold, 8k gold in their favor. And now Kevin, just trying to delay the push. Tim, also as well, with the level 4 Crystal Nova. Trying to bring down that creep wave. And they will. Think they have to back up here on HoHoHaHa. Meanwhile, Shep's just been farming. He's got the SNY. He's actually got gold for BKB if he so does desire. Oh, he gets the Dark Pact off, so the silence won't catch him. And Brotarine still nowhere even near that Aghanims, and now he might get gone on by Poeto with the Blink Crush. He's gonna come in with the damage from Positivity. They'll bring him down. Blink Dagger now up on your Timber, so he's even more mobile and even more able to get this burst damage out in the fights. And it looks like they're pinging out the Roshan. Fish Gaming, says Poeto. That's true. They do have the double fish lineup, and with the Corrosive Haze here and the Solar Crest, the Roche will fall very quickly once that gets up. Werber even commits the ultimate, and look at that damage. Roche doesn't even have a chance. He says, "No, why do you do this to me?" But he says he doesn't give a damn. Positivity will pick it up. He drops he puts the PMS into his backpack. You know, I'm kind of annoyed that they added backpacks, because before, you'd walk into Roshan, you'd see like a couple of TP scrolls, especially if you were on like the losing team. You'd be like, oh yeah, I got that. Like you'll just steal an item, maybe kill a PMS, sometimes an Aquila. You know, you feel good about yourself, you know? You're just like, ha, suck it. Now it's just like, I'll just put it in my backpack. Like, see, you didn't even get a Quelling Blade. Like, come on, fix this, Valve. You can't move items into your backpack in the Roche pit. Change it. Oh, Broderine. Looks like they actually managed to catch someone. I think it's actually Chef. This could be bad, but he actually has a BKB. And now, with House of Natural, Chet is in a lot of trouble. Silence. He's going to drop the Sanity's Eclipse, but it does no damage. It only drains a little bit of mana, but Chef, meanwhile, they actually managed to bring down Mad Hatter by Zambroni in the top. And now Poeto's running away, but he's going to turn around with the Crush. They've already lost the OD. Oh. Well, you airballed the chain there, but it doesn't matter. Shep with the BKB just manning up, blinks in. He's gonna find Broderine as well. He's gonna commit the ultimate, and I think he's dead here on the Night Stalker. Doesn't even get to the shrine in time. Killing spree on your Slark. And with this Midas, Shep is just far ahead in terms of gold from anyone, even the Brood, and Brood farms fast. Positivity as well. 4-1 and 7. Slark 6-1 and 4. Werber been battling a bit more. 11-3 and 2. With the Radiance, he's got BOT, so he's actually really fast. Max move speed in a web. God, look at that spider. That's just gross. Oh, Kevin trying to delay the push. He has to be a bit careful here, though. Tim with the Frost Nova actually will pick up a lot of spiders there. Freeze up, Shep blinks forward aggressively on a Chet. He tries to force step away, but to no avail. Shep still has the ultimate. Actually, he doesn't. He's got the BKB, though. Chet's gonna Astral him. And now, silence up as well. Shep going out on Chet. Mid lane, actually, Zambroni trying to bring down the Timbersaw, but Positivity is incredibly tanky. He's got the Aegis as well. You have to remember that. Meanwhile, the OD and the Crystal Maiden both die. They managed to bring down Positivity once, but he has the Aegis. He will come back. And now Zambroni trying to man up on a Shep. Pouncing one. He's going to go forward. He actually misses, like, right through 3. And now, with the silence, he's going to fall. So they lose the Slark. They lose the Brood, as well as Poeto on the Slaughter. So big fight here from Tilted Gaming. You'll see the gold swing, but round 4,000. Only unfortunate thing is that your OD got none of that farm. I don't like the Atos on OD this game. I think he needs Shivas. For sure. He needs the bonus armor. There's no way around it. Possibly BKB. One of those two. I personally would go BKB. If you want to be a little bit greedier, Shivas. But you know, that's really it. I don't think the Atos will do too much. BOT's now out onto Positivity on the Timber. 20 Bloodstone charges. Remember, even though they lost that fight, he didn't actually lose Bloodstone charges because he had the Aegis. So, still large and in charge in that department. Looks like he's opting for a BKB. That's good. Shiva's is decent. Like I said, he could go for the Lotus as well, which is quite good, especially if Slark gets silenced up. Just kind of a tome of knowledge, just kind of chilling here. Can I not? I actually can't go into a player perspective for the the shopkeeper. Werber's now completed up the BKB, so that Brood's going to be incredibly hard to take down. Meanwhile, top lane, Shep has a Basher, going for that Abyssal, closing in on it. Alarming rate too. Only around 1,500 gold away. Or less, I think. Less for sure. I don't know how spectating works, so bear with me. Roche is up in 3 minutes, so that's pretty important. Chet getting gone on here, bottom lane by Werber. He has the Radiant's BKB, so he can man up. Like I said before, I really like an Orc. This was a very good Bloodthorn game, I think. And now he's just going to clean off the shrines. Looks like top lane. The top shrine is going to fall as well. 2 Shep and Poeto, and this game is looking very good for HoHoHaHa in game 1, 12-30. Top 3 net worth. Although Axe is now complete on the Night Stalker, Shep goes forward. He actually doesn't get the Dark Pack out, but he does have the BKB. Will he use it? He will. He'll commit it, but he actually melts to the damage from Zambroni. He pops the ultimate, but now the burst damage from Kevin, they'll bring down the 2 supports. So now Shep has to get away, but with the Aghanims from Broderine, there's no escape. There's no fog for him to get out, and he will die. Double kill from Zambroni, and the burst damage from the right-click Lycan is just insane. Kevin actually melted. Going for a bit of a rat play here, but Werber's now caught. He will use the BKB. He doesn't have ultimate. He's going to use the Solar Crest, but they'll actually lose his evasion, which will cost him. And now Positivity, it's him versus the world. Has to be careful versus Broderine and Kevin. Zambroni's damage is not small at all either. He's got a regen rune. He's going to get silenced up. Chains as well. Zambroni trying to man up. He's going to pop the wolves. And I think Positivity is just going to die here, and he will. It's a 5-man wipe. Tilted Gaming coming back on the back of this Lycan. Go XT, man. It's too late in the game for a Halberd. Like, Slark can purge it off. They've got BKBs on the Brood. You can see Werber saying, alright, no more mucking around. Drawing lines down mid lane, saying next time we gotta group up as 5 and we need to fight. But is it enough? Meanwhile, top lane, Positivity going in on the Crystal Maiden. They'll manage to bring down Tim. They'll lose bottom tower, or... yeah, they'll lose bottom tower on the Dire. Chains as well. Zambroni pops the ultimate. He looks like he wants to go in. He's got the wolves as well. Poeto is for sure dead here. He's going to try to slither out of there. He actually doesn't get out farther than I thought he would, but now Positivity's in a lot of trouble. Chains off cooldown, actually manages to get to the high ground. Kevin, though, remnants to the high ground, and now Shep is there. They're going to buy back onto the Timbersaw. Shep needs to be careful. He's going to pop the BKB ultimate as well. He's got a pounce, I believe, but he wants to use it defensively. He's going to blink away, and now Positivity has blinked in aggressively. Shep, he's still going in. He's going to be able to bring down Broderine on the Night Stalker. Silence is up. Roll as well onto the Umber Spirit. Chet has showed up. He's trying to right-click with this Arcane. He's going to bring him down with the Sanity's Eclipse. Oh, Chains. Our Spirit needs to be careful. His brother Ember is here to... he's here to bang him. He's here to flame him. Here to bang, here to flame. And now Chet needs to be careful. No way to cancel the TP, though. And now Zambroni with the ultimate up again. We'll just run out of there. He'll just run himself out. With the 15% cooldown reduction, his ultimate has, like, what, 30-second downtime? 51, duration 18. Bear with me for a math in a second. He's got 41, is 32, 33 seconds, something like that. I'm bad at math. Don't blame me. Kevin going in aggressively on Positivity, and now this Ember Spirit gets stunned up with the follow-up stun. He's got a silence as well. Kevin might have gone in too aggressively, but the Manta, his net worth has skyrocketed in the past couple of minutes, and he's got Battle Fury Manta. The question mark! Oh my god, no way he did it to him. XD. I actually didn't have audio turned on in-game this entire game, because I'm a noob caster. I'm going to turn that on now. Holy crap, that lag. There we go. So now people, if they want to watch me cast in-game, can actually hear me. Well, Tim, despite his team's fortune turning around, his sure as hell hasn't. He's 1-8 in his bottom of the net worth chart. Werber, they're gonna pop the ultimate onto the Lycan. but they haven't managed to find him. Poedo goes in. He only gets the crush on a 1, and he will get melted by the damage. The follow-up stun and silence is on a 2, but they're going to lose the slaughter. They're going to use him up. Werber, meanwhile, bottom lane is riding out the tier 3. They need to catch somebody here. Otherwise, they're going to lose a Rax for nothing. They're going to use the glyph. Werber is going to try to get away. He's got the BKB, but he doesn't actually use it, so his TP is going to get canceled. Oh no, son. That's what we call greed, and I think he's going to fall for this. Broderine might die as well. Nope. The defensive imprison, but the rat. Meanwhile, the Spiderlings actually managed to bring down the ranged Rax. Werber actually jukes it out. They have the vision though. They'll bring him down in the base, but space for his team. Everyone else got out, and he got a ranged Rax in a tier 3 tower. So well done by him.
I'll take that.
Could have gotten out if he just BKB'd. Very greedy play by him. Halberd now complete on the Lycan, probably looking towards an AC as his next item. Assault Cuirass, what other items? Abyssal. I like the AC though. It's good versus the minus armor as well as amplifying his damage, giving him some attack speed. So they're going to run into the Roche Pit. Does HoHoHaHa have any idea here? Doesn't look like it. They're gonna pop nighttime as well. Broderine has the gem. He's got plate mail. Looks like the Night Stalker's going Assault Cuirass. So Zambroni might go for something more along the lines of damage. They're gonna give the Aegis to Kevin. They smoked up on HoHoHaHa, but it was not in time, and they're just gonna tail it out of there. They say, hey son, we're gonna defend high ground. Mad Hatter's smoke will break. Kevin's got a DD as well, and I think this might be a dead Earth rather. He actually gets kicked forward. The silence as well. He's got the Manta. Actually, no, it's down. He blinks away though because the magic damage doesn't go through the flame guard. And now with the Stark's dead. He got silenced. He got Atos, and now they're diving to tier 4s. They're gonna bring down Poedo. The Slark is buying back. Werber's up as well. He has buyback as on almost everyone, but they're gonna burst down Kevin immediately. Does he have any remnants? He does. He has a blink as well. He'll blink down to the south, remnant to the low ground. Werber trying to chase. Zambroni's ultimated up though, so he does a lot of damage. 15 seconds till his next one. Shep goes forward. He actually banishes Zambroni, but he gets banished in return. Werber's got the BKB, but he's going to get absolutely destroyed by the Lycan. And now it's just Shep in positivity versus the world. BKB top. Shep going on into Kevin. He's got the Abyssal, but he's not dealing the damage. He's got no ultimate. He needs to back away. Positivity going in. He's trying to deal damage. They'll manage to bring down Zambroni with the huge Sanity's Eclipse, bringing down the Timber Saw. They're going to buy back onto they bought back on the Slark, I believe. They also bought back on the Earth Spirit, and one more, I think. Mad Hatter bought back. Now Werber trying to get aggressive. Shep needs to be careful. He cannot die here. Werber as well. He's got his Radiance turned off. Actually, he's gonna try to Atos him, but he gets fogged because of the Force Staff. What is Force Staff? Am I wrong? Might have gotten Hurricane Pike. I think he got Hurricane Pike. I did not see. I think that was it. But yeah, this is looking much better from Tilted Gaming than it was a couple of minutes ago. That's for sure. They got a crucial couple of kills. Speaking of crucial kills, Shep trying to manage to pick off Broderine. He needs to be careful. He pops the BKB. He knows he needs this kill. The Night Stalker, if he can get the gem, he will. Tim, actually, now Kevin showed up. They reclaimed the gem, but I think they okay with the Crystal Maiden. So good on them, and it looks like a bit of foresight here. The Ember Spirit going for the MKB as opposed to another damage item. Normally you see crit, but he's going for a bit of a combo build in terms of magic damage and Old Ember. The one hit, the crit hit build. They're gonna buy back on the supports. Shep blinks in aggressively on a Chen. They're gonna abyssal him. He's gonna have to buy back, and they actually managed to bring down Kevin as well. That's actually 4 buybacks down, and now almost nobody in the game has buyback, just on Zambroni. BKB on Werber. Zambroni running away. They're trying to man up. They've managed to bring down the supports. Shep pounces away. Positivity and Werber in the base, but now they're gonna get controlled up. Silence as well. They bring down 4. Shep, the sole survivor. So, big fight there from Tilted Gaming, but also from HoHoHaHa. They threw every single buyback they had at that, except for Zambroni's, who's got 6k gold in the bank, close to 5.8k. The Slark needs to get a pick off. He needs to go in the backline, cut some creep waves, do whatever he can to delay this push. Because he cannot man up. Or he's going to try to, though. He's going to go on a Kevin. He's going to abyssal him up. Kevin actually getting bashed up. He has to be careful. Shep pops the ultimate. Ultimate on Zambroni as well. They're not going for throne just yet, though. They're going for the racks. They're actually going to silence. He has a BKB, though, on the start. He's going to pop it. He's going to try to turn around, but the damage from Zambroni is huge. He's diving for this. He's going into the base. He wants this kill. He's going into the fountain. He thinks better of it, but they say, hey, son, you gotta focus buildings. They're gonna go on the throne, but has Slark delayed enough? They've got positivity as well as Poeto up onto the Slardar. 4 staffs away. They've lost the tier 4s. They're gonna need to be big. Poeto goes in. Positivity as well. He's popping his BKB. They lose the Slardar immediately, but Shep is not there. He does not have the follow-up. He doesn't have the ultimate. He can't go in. He's gonna die immediately if he does, but they need to try to defend. Mad Hatter is up. His stun is on it too, but Zambroni's still focusing buildings. Kevin as well. Pause. It looks like Shep has had mouse problems. Intense moment. Alright, so now they're going back in. The chain is on it too. Shep trying to focus him down, but the damage is too much and the throne will fall. GG is called. And game 1 goes to Tilted Gaming. What a ride. Okay. So, yeah, I was getting some lags there. I'm going to turn down my settings a bit. Just because I was getting some frames there in the fight. But good game to both those teams. Both Tilted Gaming and HoHoHaHa. Very strong performance. HoHoHaHa looked like they had it in the bag there. Kind of a throw. Look at that. They were over 20k gold, 20k XP, 15k gold ahead, and they just couldn't put it away. And all right, if I had to give an MVP, I'm gonna give it to Zambroni. The damage he was outputting, rather the burst damage he was outputting in these fights was absolutely insane. He was just like clawing through people in terms of like just right click. Like the Slark couldn't go in because of Zambroni. Like Kevin did a lot of damage. God, Kevin did really well too though. I'm still gonna give it to Zambroni though, just because of the Lycan, the Slark couldn't go in, and because the Slark couldn't go in, they just couldn't do it. They couldn't put away the game. They couldn't. Without the ultimate, Condemn Me was just useless. And as soon as he popped that, as soon as the BKB ran out, or even during the BKB, he couldn't man up, and yeah, they just couldn't deal with it. So that's game 1. Oh, whoops! I still have this little thing for my solo queue in the corner of this just add another here, and we're gonna put that on there. So now we'll know which team is which. I'm sorry for that, by the way. That's game one. Stream will be back up in a few minutes. Or I'll spend it with you guys. How you doing? You enjoying the games? I hope you are. I'm enjoying the games. This is the winners final of Trench League Season 1. I'm hyped. That was an amazing game 1. A little bit of throws, but still, nonetheless, a great game. Surprisingly, the Earth Spirit actually, maybe not surprisingly, I don't know the Mad Hatter, but he played quite well, I have to say. He missed some stuns, but that's, I think, just because Broderine was really fast, and, you know, like, most of these heroes, except for the Crystal Maiden, have extremely high move speed. So, understandable, and he landed a lot of his rolls. So, well played for him. Really well played at both teams. The game really could have gone either way. HoHoHaHa just didn't 5-man. They 5-man once. They got a tier 3 out of it, and they just didn't 5-man after that. When does Kiev start tonight? Alright, so we're gonna be trying to get into this lobby here in a moment. There we go. Trying to remember. Did I do it? All right, I'm gonna have to look at it. What's the password? I did do it. Oh, okay. No, I did. All right, be good. Oh. Okay, we're gonna see if we can get Pippi Man in here for Game 2 analysis. So, if you're a big fan of Pippi Man, hopefully we'll have him. I know a certain someone from Disciple of Cinder and Felicity Jones is like gay for the dude, but come on, who isn't gay for Pippi Man? Like, let's be real here. Like, heart to heart. Heart to heart. I'm gonna join casting channel just so that if he wants to show up, I'm there. I'm with it. I'm just looking at the tactical pause because it's a 5-minute delay, so I'm just checking that out. But game 2 is gonna be up soon. We've got bunch of people, and in the lobby, Tilted Gaming seems to be ready. HoHoHaHa has everybody. They're just not in the lobby, or they're not in their slots. I'm gonna take a sip of my drink. Sponsored by Coca-Cola. Even though this is a Sprite, but it's made by the same company. Not sponsored, but could be sponsored. Coca-Cola, if you're watching, sponsor Trench League. I do not actually have a fan running. That is my computer. Okay, so looks like HoHoHaHa just needs a moment more, and then we're gonna get underway with game 2. If you have any questions, now's the time to ask them. I can answer them in the chat. I can answer them in game. So, looks like we've got goes. So, if you didn't answer in that 0.3 seconds, you're an idiot. Get wrecked, noobs. Nah, I'm just kidding. Kevin. Go, sir. He's AFK. Oh my god. Talking to admins. Looks like we've got some stuff going on. Doesn't look like Pippi Man is coming, unfortunately. I don't think Pippi likes me. I don't think he likes me very much. I think he's in a game. Ah! Oh. Okay, so they're ready. I don't know if you can see this. But, my friend, David, or the Brighter Side of Light, he played a game with, my Echo League team, and he thinks they're all awful, but, and now they're playing together, so that'll be funny. Okay, so we are here with Game 2 of Tilted Gaming versus HoHoHaHa. Looks like their name is getting cut off here, as well as their banner, but we see the same bands coming out here at the start of the game. We've got an Axe ban first from HoHoHaHa, Tilted Gaming banning out the Venge. If it's the same as last game, I believe they banned Axe. Need to double check. Oh, wait, I can't check. It was not... Alright, so they banned out the Ember, so a bit of a respect ban there for Kevin. So good on him. So now we're looking towards Tilted Gaming's second ban. They banned out Silencer. I remember that one.
10 seconds
Got that in the bag. Got that locked up like a lock.
5 seconds remaining.
Locked up like a lock with a key that's like thrown away or something. So they ban out the Silencer. Same bands.
Team's turn to pick.
And they pick up the Lycan. HoHoHaHa says, "We saw what you did there. Now we gonna do it to you. We saw the push that Lycan could do. We saw the damage output that a Lycan could do, and said, we're gonna do that." So they pick up the Lycan.
10 seconds remaining.
Now that's pretty ambitious first pick, actually.
5 seconds remaining.
Tilted Gaming. Now they've got to wonder if it's a dual offlane Lycan, or if it's a carry Lycan, or jungle Lycan. Remember, this is Trench League. Anything is possible. I want to see a jungle Legion commander. I don't think I've seen any of those this league. I want a jungle LC. It's the winners final. Come on, give it to me, please. For me, por favor. Mes amis. So they pick up the Faceless Void. Very aggressive. Void as an offlaner can get kind of countered very hard.
5 seconds remaining.
Disruptor comes to mind. Disruptor destroys Void. Other heroes that don't really care so much. Shadow Shaman. Super long disable. So other heroes in terms of carries like Sven.
Radiant team's turn to pick.
So they pick up the Night Stalker again. I guess they really do like the Vision game. And they're gonna pick up the Slaughter. So Slaughter Lycan, a very strong combo in terms of just running at people and burst potential, because the Slaughter stun is very good. It is 2 seconds at max level. It's 2 seconds at max level, and with the cast time of Time Walk, you actually can't backtrack the damage, so it's kind of rough. Especially with the Lycan, they're just gonna be bursting him down. So he needs the Void needs to be farmed. So Tilted Gaming bans out the SF second phase again. Looks like they're sticking with their bans. Looks like they've got an idea of what they want to do. Switching up a bit this time though with the Clinks. And HoHoHaHa once again banning their Sniper. Come on, dude, pick the Sniper. Don't be afraid. Just do it, man. Just pick Sniper. Pew pew at them. Remaining. Like it ain't hard.
pick.
So I don't know. We'll be seeing what Tilted Gaming wants to pick up. I'm assuming they're probably going to pick up support, third phase.
Disruptor.
They're a disruptor. They don't want to get countered. They don't want their void to get destroyed in the offlane. So I'm assuming it's an offlane void now that they've picked up the disruptor. Just because void can't do crap in offlane against a disruptor. The damage over time from the thunder strike totally screws you. Because you can't backtrack more than one. Or maybe two, but that's it, and it strikes 4 times. So you can't backtrack more than half the damage. And with the glimpse, if he backtracks out or time walks out, just glimpse him right back into whatever stuns you got. So they're gonna stick with the same support duo. Earth Spirit, Slaughter, I like it. Now, I would not mind Tilted Gaming picking up a Timbersaw here. Timbersaw is pretty decent. Again, look at it. Strength. So they actually pick up the OD again.
Radiant team's turn to pick.
Looks like they've got the same kind of like controlling heroes that they want. The OD didn't really do as much in terms of damage as the other cores in the last game, but he did offer some control. The mana burn from the Sanity's Eclipse as well as the burst potential was quite strong. Yeah, sorry, Portrait. I'm playing on a laptop. I don't own a desktop, unfortunately. So I cannot get rid of this background noise. It infuriates me to no end. But it is what it is. I'm sorry if the noise bugs you. I know it does me. Especially when it overheats, and I can't turn the AC on because then you hear the AC. But it keeps my laptop cool, so it lessens that noise, and it is what it is. Plus, it's kind of cold in here. I need a sweater. But they ban out. I don't know if I mentioned this, but they banned out the Juggernaut. I don't like Slark this game. In terms of they're looking for mid heroes. I like Invoker. Invoker's pretty good versus their heroes. Disruptor can be frustrating for him. Night Stalker as well, but with good positioning, it's not too bad. What heroes are really Jug mid would have been pretty decent, but actually not really. I don't like HoHoHaHa's draft so far. I'm thinking it's pretty weak. They banned out the Shadow Fiend and the Silencer, who are very good in the mid versus the OD. Wind Ranger might not be too bad versus the OD. Wind actually hits very hard in lane. Rubik. So this time it is going to be an offlane Slardar. The only team that I believe ran Rubik mid in this tournament was Tango Wango, who went out top 8, I believe. Might have been top 6. I could be wrong, but it was one of those.
10 seconds remaining.
But they're the only team I believe that has run mid Rubik thus far. Not to say that it cannot work, but I personally don't like it. They're gonna ban out the Tinker.
Radiant team ban.
Lina could still be a viable pickup. Only problem is that Void can really mess with her, just because if he goes forward, if he comes, yeah, but she can burst the Void though. I don't mind Alina mid here, actually. Alina mid could be very strong this game. I like it. Naga! Oh god, no, okay. We got a Naga, boys. I like it. Their pushing power isn't nearly as good as it was last game on Tilted Gaming. And I eat my words as soon as they come from my mouth. They pick up a Terrorblade, so... Huh. I think the draft is much more... I don't know who won this draft. I think Tilted Gaming has the possibility, the potential to end the game before the Naga becomes strong. That being said, I think if the lanes go well for HoHoHaHa and they get some kills and they get ahead like they did last game, they could easily just completely run over Tilted Gaming. Although Terrorblade is quite strong, we'll see if it'll be enough. So, game 2, we're gonna get underway here. of the winners final. I'll go ahead and introduce the teams in a moment. Gonna scroll out here. Sorry for my crappy graphics now. Hopefully it'll lessen up the lag in team fights. And on HoHoHaHa, we're now on the Radiant. Let me just swap that up. Oh god. Oh god! There we go. Okay, there we go. We fixed it up. On HoHoHaHa, we have Werber on the Lycan. We've got the Mad Hatter on the Earth Spirit.
Set in stone.
We've got Naga being played by Condemn Me, getting pool tangos. Not actually going for a PMS. Interesting build. Looks like she doesn't want to go for it. Maybe wants to go for that fast Aquila. Positivity is now on the Slardar, as opposed to last game he was on the mid Timbersaw, and we've got Poeto playing the Rubik. Well, some nice spells for him to steal, and we see a smoke coming out from Tilted Gaming here. Positivity poised to break it. You've got Tim on the Disruptor. We've got Zambroni playing the Void. We've got Kevin. Once again, looks like he's playing Safe Lane Terrorblade this time instead of the Ember. And we've got Night Stalker being played by Broderine again. And then we've got Chet on his OD. We'll see if they can recapture the magic that they had in the comeback of Game 1. And we shall see if they can take this 2-0 or if HoHoHaHa will extend it to a tier Game 3. Condemn Me, losing the block a little bit there, so it is going to be favoring Chet a bit. Oh, Broderine rotating in. They ping out the ward again. So that's quite good. They'll know how to deward that. It'll be dewarded quite quickly, I'm assuming. In terms of lanes, I think... Huh. They can't really kill Zambroni in this lane. They don't really have any stuns. It's not a tri-lane, so Zambroni's going to actually get quite a bit out of bottom lane. He can't trade that well with a Lycan, but in terms of actually just getting CS and not dying, getting experience, Zambroni will be fine. Poeto eating a Thunderstrike. Broderine rotating in. Looks like he wants to make a go on a Positivity. Gonna nuke him up with that Void. Crush onto him. Now, actually with the Thunderstrike, Poeto's taking a lot of damage. Broderine has another nuke. But he's too slow to get it off onto the Rubik. As you can see already, safe lane, the Lycan getting loads of CS. 7-2. But actually the Kevin on the Terrorblade playing well, getting a 7-2 of his own. Or they're dead even in CS. They just one less deny on the Lycan. One less deny. Oh, get it, get it, yeah. Oh my God, who will get more CS? I'm excited. I'm excited for the farm off that will happen. Although it won't be between the Lycan and the Terrorblade, or rather it'll be between the Naga and the Terrorblade. Although Terrorblade pushes towers more than farming in the mid stage of the game, while Naga just loves hitting creeps. Condemn Me with that Quelling Blade purchased up. Oh no, the illusions are gonna die to that. Oh, nice little bit of gold going there towards Chet. Positivity. Trying to get what he can in this lane, but it is a tri-lane, so he has to be careful. They've rotated Mad Hatter now, so it is an aggro tri-lane. They're just leaving the Lycan to his device's bottom lane. And hey, the Naga seems to be doing a good job mid. It's 12-0, 13-0 to the 9-1 of Chet on the OD. Werber seems to be going for early Vlad's lift up. On a Tim, Crush as well, trying to follow, he's trying to body block him with the follow of Fable. They're gonna manage to bring him down. That's the first blood, but now Kevin with the Metamorph trying to bring back the counter kill on a Puedo, and he's gonna get the last touch off. He's gonna get out. He's gonna get the kill. And now Kevin manning up on a Positivity. Positivity's out of mana. I don't know if Kevin checked though. He's gonna salve up. Meanwhile, Broderian got a little bit zoned by the Earth Spirit, who's now level 3, so the silence will be there if they need that extra little bit of control. However, I don't you normally go 2-1-0 or 3-1-0 or something? Like I don't play this hero, but it just seems like you don't have the mana pool to support all 3 spells.
Double damage.
Condemn Me will actually manage to get that D word picked up. He uses the Quelling Blade just so Chet doesn't deny it.
This sustains.
Now we see kind of the laning starting to calm down a bit. Not as all over the place as last game. Positivity, he's used the push forward, the Guardian sprint. Isn't it just normally sprint? Well, he's not going to be able to get anything though. Meanwhile, looks like the Lycan Werber has taken over the CS. Now 30-5, but less denies, so... And that's actually very big, because with all the denies from the Terrorblade, especially against this tri-lane, they're going to be so underleveled in comparison to the Void, who's now... Just going to check. Void is level 5 as opposed to Positivity, who's only level 3.5. They're going to lift them up. They're going to have the follow-up stun from Mad Hatter. Positivity, Crush as well. Broderian and Tim working on Puedo with the damage from the nuke is going to be enough, I think. Actually, he only needs to get one more tick, but the slow from the Mad Hatter's roll. Positivity is going to crush him as well. Kevin trying to rotate in, but Puedo realizes he needs to TP out, and he will get away. Well played by him. These are the kind of plays we're expecting in the winners finals. Look at that. Condemn needs to be careful here. But he can't take tower with all this minus armor on him. Condemn will get out. Now he's level 6. Actually took Song at level 6. Guess he's afraid of getting ganked now that it's nighttime by Broderian. Is afraid of getting just, destroyed. Last game we saw him go for the 1-1-2 build. Wonder if he's going to do the same thing this game, or if he's going to offer more points in Void. Or the silence, you don't know. Normally you just get you skip silence though. After you get a value point. But Positivity really harassing Kevin under tower. He started off with 8 tangos, now he's down to 2. Orber did not actually skill Howl. I think we've seen two very odd skill builds from both of the Lycans that we've seen in terms of the past 2 games. Ooh, top lane, lift up, Crush to follow, Fade Bolt as well. Actually, Mad Hatter misses his stun, so he'll get out. Pause from the OD and a DC. And we've got some lag. I've seen this before. I have no idea what it means. Anybody in chat wants to tell me, please do. So let's play read the chat. See, what did I miss? All of Tilted Gaming are blue and purple. Oh god. Yes, Reflection Illusions do have Radiance Aura. They have all auras and they carry all stats, all of that good stuff, which makes Terrorblade great against illusion heroes. Only thing is Naga illusions aren't that great. I don't think Naga builds too many stats until later. So, like, he'll get the Radiance Burn, but I don't know how much it's gonna do. Like other heroes like Luna, who just instantly build stats and just go that route. Terrorblade's amazing against. Heroes like that, Juggernaut. Juggernaut cannot go with the stat build. He can go for the Mjolnir, but for the most part, Terrorblade can output some serious damage with that reflection, which he still has yet to take a point of. Interesting that he didn't take a point in it, considering he's against the tri-lane. The slow and the damage can be pretty good. especially if you're trying to either aggressively go for a kill, or just, you know, you're getting dove and you need the bonus. So it looks like after getting up the headdress for the regen, he's going for a helm. Oh, he's going helm. Okay. I thought he was going Midas for a second. Oh my god, nobody builds this item anymore. I forgot what built into it. He's got a motorcycle license. What a badass. It's for a Vespa. Oh shit. Ah, come on, dude. Vespas are cool. He's having... Alright, I put B. Alright, so... No... Immortal on the OD. I think that's game losing, if I'm being honest here. The lack of Immortal is really rough. No Immortal on the Void either, although I didn't really like the Void Immortal, if I'm being honest. The one that made the Chrono all weird. Oh, reconnected. Okay. So HoHoHaHa, Werber really pressuring bottom lane. Oh, I don't know what. All right, I zoned out there. I apologize. Poeto ticks down. Looks like he just got glimpsed back after their attempt to kill Kevin and just got bursted down with the Metamorphosis. Looks like he did in fact take a point in reflection. The refraction. No, TA is not in the game, unfortunately. But now Chet's just getting some farm in the mid lane. Condemning up to the jungle. I would like... So she's going for the Arcane Boots build. I like this, but I would also like to see her go for an early... what's it called? Iron Talon. Iron Talon just amps up your farm so much. It's like, I think, a go-to item on almost every single carry in almost every game. You can make an argument for, like, Morphling or something, but, like, who doesn't really farm jungle necessarily as much. Much more would rather push out lanes, but, you know, 'tis the world we live in. Positivity going, no mucking around, wants to go for that Blink Dagger. Zambroni, not getting greedy with the skill builds. Sometimes when you play Void and you've got an easy lane, you don't opt for the max time walk and you get some time dilation points extra, just so that you can trade hits more effectively. But you don't really want to trade hits with the Lycan anyways, just because of Feral Impulse and how this build is so weird. Is this the build? Like, don't you take a value point in Howl? Like, there's just no reason not to, I think. Bonus HP, bonus damage. I think you... I mean, at the same time, you can't, like, harass him out of lane. I mean, he's got a headdress and Feral Impulse and a chainmail. Or, that's not what I wanted to click on.
Radiant's middle tower could use some help.
He's got a helm. Mad Hatter. Everybody's this lane really didn't put too much pressure on Kevin. When you look at his CS, look at that, second on the chart. In fact, he's third in net worth. Naga a bit behind the OD, a bit understandable just because OD you know, does great versus melee heroes in lane. He's actually got a Centaur Conqueror now. So he'll actually have the Stomp, which might actually enable him to kill Zambroni if he's not careful. And it gives his Centaur max move speed with the ultimate. So we'll see if that actually pays off in terms of damage. They ping out the word, so it looks like they know that it's there. Either that or they pinged out Tim and they just want to go on him. Brodering's just chilling in the mid lane, trying to get some levels. Gonna get silenced up, trying to harass out the Naga. Condemn Me just doesn't give 2 dams. He's just like, I'm a last hit. Hit me if you want, but I'm a last hit. Meanwhile, top lane, they're going on a Kevin, but there's no way they have that damage. And now he's level 6, he's got the Sunder. There's no way they can kill him. At least with just the 2 of them. They need a pretty heavy rotation. Either from the Lycan and the Rubik, or Rubik plus 1. In addition to the 2 heroes they already have up there, I should say. Zambroni working towards Vlad's Medallion on Lycan. So you're seeing a bit of a different build here. Looks like he's opting to go for a Solar Crest. Werber went for a Solar Crest last game. He's going to pop the ultimate on the Lycan, trying to make a go on a Broderin. Remember, oh my god, the damage. The silence not giving him the mischance. It is daytime, so it's only like 10% or something. And now Werber's running for it on a Broderin, but he finds Tim in the tree line instead. He's going to try to prevent him with the... Oh, it will. It'll just barely cancel that last auto attack, and it will save his life. The Disruptor is forced back to base, though. Willie, stomp him. Get the 2-man. Oh, it gets bashed. And I think that's a dead Centaur. Werber kind of tried to deny it there, but to no avail. Now he has to be careful, though. The Void is level 9, so he's got the max points in bash. He's got the Chrono. He has Tread, so he doesn't hit softly rather, and once he hits level 10, he's going to have either plus 8 strength or plus 15 attack speed. Either is good. Oh, he's going to get rooted up by the Troll Conqueror, and now the follow-up stun from Mad Hatter. He's going to go and leap away, but now with the follow-up, the roll, they're trying to make a go on a Broderin. Werber doesn't have the ultimate now, so they don't have the chase, but with the Chrono, it's on it too. They're going to bring down Mad Hatter, and now Werber in a bit of trouble. He's going to try to turn it on a Broderin, but he gets glimpsed back, and now Poedo is showing up. He's going to lift him up, throwing him back. Werber's gotten out of there. He's actually going to try to man up. He's got the Feral Impulse, so he actually does have quite a bit of regen. He's got a Tango as well if he wants to eat it. And he will. And there's actually a pretty big creep wave here. Oh, bash. Zambroni has to be careful here. Now you only have 10 armor. Oh my god, that's disgusting. God, even with Corrosive Haze, Terrorblade still has so much armor in early levels. Like, that guy is so tanky to physical damage. Like, late game it really shines, but making him incredibly difficult to actually burst down. But in the early game, he has very low HP, so he still is very susceptible to burst. Condemn Me, working towards that Radiance. He's around 1,800 gold away from the Relic. Kevin's actually popped his Metamorphosis. Maybe he wants to pressure this tower here. He has 3 points in Contra Image, so those illusions will be hitting for pretty hard. 50% damage. Werber's just like destroying. He's just like killing this bottom lane. He's like, I don't give a damn. He's got the Solar Crest. Didn't go for treads though. Maybe he wants to go for the BOTs, but this isn't really the wrap build. This is more of a team fight build, and you can see the different playstyles of the two players. One opting for Vlad's Deso Echo, while Werber opted for the Helm Solar Crest. Meanwhile, top lane Positivity closing in on that Blink Dagger. Zambroni, meanwhile, around 800 gold away from that Vlad's. No real items coming out for the supports yet. Broderin's going for an urn again this game. Help keep his team topped off in pushes, especially against the Radiance Naga. And the Naga's actually had quite a decent early game. It's not going to be the fastest Radiance, but for a mid laner who went against an OD as a melee hero, like this is if nothing too bad happens, she's going to get it at a pretty good time. I'm going to guess it around 20 minutes, which, you know, a bit late, but not that big of a deal. Comes back on a Werber. He's going to pop the ultimate. Actually gets held back by the static field, or kinetic field, rather. And he's actually diving for this. He really wants this kill. He's diving to tier 3 for this. Zambroni doesn't have Chrono. Werber knows this. He's actually might turn it on a Zambroni. He has to be careful. And he will just run himself out of there. Says, I don't care that you're in your base. This is my base now. Certain dominance. dominance over the enemy. Says disrupt this motherfucker. So they're gonna just clear out these illusions here. Go time, I think, for and the great part about this lineup is that they can end, but they also can take it late because they have a Naga. They have the contingency plan, but they also have the Lycan, so that gives them an incredible pushing power. See, he's even going Necros. So it looks to me like they want to end fairly quickly. He's got the Alpha Wolf, so that's going to be hitting... Werber's going to have some serious damage here. Broderine is showing up, though. He's going to pop the silence. He's going to go on to him. Poeto actually Astrals. That's a max level in Astral, so he's going to take some damage. But the Static Storm, as well as the Kinetic Field, they're going to box Werber in. And the Chrono on top as well. They stacked it a bit, so... Lycan's actually incredibly tanky with his Solar Crest, as well as the Feral Impulse. He's got the Howl still, but he's going to get bashed up. He's going to pop it. He's going to try to man-fight. Is it going to be enough, though? No, the backtrack is going to be enough. I'm sorry. This is not 6.82. The time lock is going to be enough to bring him back up. So they lose the Lycan. It was their top net worth hero. Meanwhile, Chet is closing, who's the top net worth for Tilted. Gaming is going to be closing in onto that Hurricane Pike. Around 600 gold away. Positivity just bought up that Blink Dagger. Vlad's is now out onto the Void as well. Oh, they use the song. They're going to be trying to catch him. Condemni pops the illusions. He's got the Arcane Rune. They have the follow-up stun. They actually mistime it. He's going to defensively imprison himself. Now remember, he does have a Force Staff. They have to be careful. They're going to silence him. Crush as well. With the minus armor, they might be able to bring him down. And yup, Condemni takes the last hit with the Riptide. Yeah, Riptide. See, I know my spells. Sort of. Not really. I'm 5.5k, 4k now. Feels bad, man. 5.4k, and I don't know like half the spells in the game's names. I just call them the ting. So they're gonna smoke up. Werber does have an Ice Ogre, so they have the bonus armor as well as the damage from the wolves, as well as the Solar Crest, the amp damage. This is oh god, look at that damage. This is 17 minutes into the game as a one-man Roche attempt. They have no idea. They have no clue. They don't know what's happening, but they know it's going to be huge. Well, this Roche attempt is actually taking longer than I thought it would. It is a level 1 ultimate on Positivity on the Slaughter, so it's not as fast. They're actually going to be making a smoke attempt into the jungle. I guess they thought that he was jungling, or maybe they're going for Condemni, who's closing in on that relic. This could delay her Radiance, which would be pretty big. Oh my god, there isn't even a creep wave there. The smoke is gonna pop. Chet's gonna find the Naga Siren. She does not have the song for another 30 seconds. Kinetic Field, Broderine showing up. That's a dead Naga. And that's very big. It's gonna be delaying her Radiance by at least another minute or two. Really unfortunate. She would have had it in like 20 minutes, like I was saying. They're gonna get their top tier 1 pushed though, and they might actually lose this tier 2 tower. This is a big creep wave, 3 range creeps and a catapult. Positivity does have the blink. They're gonna use the glyph, but without the Naga and with no Lycan, I don't think they're defending this. He has no TP, so. Oh my god! You see that? You see that deny? Look at that crap. Oh my god, look at that alpha male. Oh god. Look at that alpha male like spine. Look at that shit. What an amazing, what a dank deny. That was with like a 2 creep wave. Oh, mid lane, Kevin getting a bit frisky. He has no TP, he has no way out. They're gonna miss some stuns here, but Positivity, they've got the silence. Will he be able to get the Sunder off? He does on a Mad Hatter, but I think it's only prolonging the inevitable. He pops the reflection. They actually managed to bring down the Earth Spirit, but now Static Storm as well kind of didn't really do a whole lot now, but they brought down the Terrorblade, and now Broderine's in a lot of trouble. He's getting rooted up. Condemni, they're gonna pop the Kinetic Field, but there's no way to save him. Broderine falls as well. 2 dead, so it is a 2 for 1. And that's your Terrorblade. You need him to be... You don't want him to be dying, and Naga is going to get a Radiance out of that. Almost feeding the courier there. You can... No way! You can net the courier? What a god! What the hell? So they net the courier, and now they're going on a positivity. Meanwhile, top lane, Chet. Werber's quite low. He has to be careful here. He has the Howl and the Aegis, though. It might get expended here. He has the Chrono on Zambroni. Have to be careful not to stack. There is a 3-man Chrono available, but Positivity manages to juke it out. He has no mana for the stun, though, but Mad Hatter manages to stun and silence as well. Solar Crest is on a Zambroni. He time walks away. Mad Hatter has a stun in 2. 1 stone available. He's gonna get the 2-man stun. And now OD, he's gonna pop the Sanity's Eclipse. He manages to bring down 1, but he will trade his life for the cause. Werber will take over the catapult, actually. And it looks like he wants to push this. So, pretty even game overall, but I'm thinking HoHoHaHa has the advantage. Just because they're heroes. Werber going in on a Broderian. Look at that damage. He's got the silence, but he's not even going to get to use it. He does, but the mischance isn't enough. Static Storm kinetic as well, keeping him in place. Kevin trying to man up. He has a Sunder, so he's going to use it. Werber quite low. Poeto will nuke him. Fade Bolt as well. Werber's ultimate ran out, so now he's quite slow. He's going to get Glimpse back as well. Kevin's trying to man up. The Wolves are getting blocked up by the kinetic field. Kevin actually has to be careful. Those deal a lot of damage. The Crush and the follow-up stun silence from that Hatter. They're going to be able to bring down the Terrorblade. Zambroni's doing his best on the silence. He's going to time out forward. Doesn't actually block the pounce, but the Chet has shown up trying to focus on a Werber, but he's not dead yet. It is only a level 1, actually level 3. Werber is just so tanky with that mischance and the bonus harbor. Zambroni's chasing after Werber, but he just can't bring down the Lycan. Chet, Astrals, he actually gets pushed back by the Mad Hatter. Astral's going to run out. He has no stones for the follow-up stone. Positivity's going to crush him with the follow-up to the Solar Crest. Chet's going to be taking a lot of damage, and he's going to die. They lose everyone except for Zambroni. Or will they lose him too? With the follow, the stun, the silence, Zambroni is just going to be trying his best to make his way out of there. He'll time walk off some of the damage. Will it be enough? He's going to get to the tier 3. But now, Positivity doesn't give it to him. He actually bashes him, and he gets the kill. But he's diving. He's going to pay with his life for sure. The question mark comes out. They actually end up losing Positivity. But that was a 1-for-1 trade. That was just a little bit of a BM saying, I may have missed a crush, but I'll bash you to death, mate. I'll bash your head in. A little bit of... Oh, Werber pops the ultimate. He doesn't have the cooldown reduction, so it is still quite long. He's got the level 1 Necros as well. Broderian is quite fast, though. No silence available. He's actually just going to get run down here. Werber doesn't give a damn. I want to see... Oh my god, the damage is insane. Will the Wolves bring him off? Oh no, he's going to pop the Shrine. Almost one-shots him. Werber. Now is level 3 Necros, and he's going for the Assault Cuirass. This is the Beastmaster build. He's got a helm. He's got Necro 3s. He's got the Solar Crest. This isn't a Lycan build. This is a Beastmaster build. You're playing the wrong hero, mate. They ping out the DD. Mad Hatter picks it up. Looks like he's closing it on a Force Staff, around 800 gold off. And now we see Naga with that Radiance slowly but steadily taking over that top spot in terms of net worth. Now number 1. 3k ahead of the next highest person on the highest player on the Dire. It seems to be Chet, who's going for the Atos again this game. Although those Terrorblade illusions are pretty tanky. Although the Slardar did build utility, he didn't go for an armlet. This might actually be a game where I would have gone armlet on or Yules. I could see Yules being very good this game. I like the Lotus Orb though to deal with the silence. Roshan is not up for another minute and a half or 2.5 minutes. I think that's a minute and a half. We'll see. The clock is hard. I don't tell time. I'm from North America. I'm from America, man. We just use digital clocks here. I got a digital clock. See, it says 11:47. That's where it is. So Werber just gonna melt the tower. Nice two-man crush from Positivity. It's gonna land onto the OD and Zambroni. Werber pops the roll forward aggressively. He's gonna get Astral, but the aggressive Astral, actually, the Terrorblade gonna get blown up. The Static Storm isn't in time to save him, and now Tim just gets melted. Chet, nice chrono, but it also blocks at his team, so he manages. Now, with the follow-up three-man crush from Positivity, they're gonna lose the OG. They're gonna lose. It's an ultra kill for Werber. They give him the Rampage. He's bashing up Broderine. Will they give him the Rampage? Positivity, they want the root. With the crush, Condemn Me steals it. You see him pinging him. I think that just might be game. Huge swing. Almost 10k gold in favor of the... Over 10k gold, rather. In favor of the Radiant, 10k XP as well, and that's going to be a Rax. They're just going to clear this one out real fast. Although no Necros, so their push power is a little bit less than it would be if you went Desolator. And Lycan appears to be very strong. Both of these teams it's going to be a highly contested pick for Game 3, I think. Don't think either one wants to let it through. Werber now working on that range Rax. They're gonna bring that one down. Melee down to half HP. Condemn Me. I think he does have the Manta completed, or at least he wants to finish buying it up. Looks like he's going Octarine first. Looks like they're going to try to back out. He's actually going to get silenced up onto the Naga, so no song to disengage. He's going to get glimpsed back with the Centaur Conqueror Stomp. They actually might be able to turn this around. They do have a Sunder on the Terrorblade. They need to be careful. The Stone, they're going to crush, but he gets the Sunder off on a Condemn Me. Werber's going onto the OD. He's going to melt. He actually doesn't die. He defensively imprisons himself with the heals. He might actually live through this. But now, bash up on Mad Hatter. Werber still doesn't care. He manages to bring down the Disruptor. He's chasing after Kevin. Will the Centaur conquer? He actually manages to stun up the OD, who was trying to save his friend. He says, you can save your friend, but that will not save your life. Now Werber just corralling the team into their base. Zambroni's doing the same, but now he's getting turned around on by Positivity. No time walk for another 3 seconds. He's gonna get melted. Triple kill for Werber. Going ham, going in. And like I said, I think this is game over. I think this is going to a game 3, guys. And I have class tomorrow. So it's unfortunate. But, hey. No. Anything for the trench. So they're going to back away here. Playing it safe. Looks like Lycan is going to finish up that Assault Cuirass. And with that, he's just going to melt people. Like, he's just going to two-shot everything. Not to mention that, but their building damage is going to go through the roof too. Pawedo, with all of his net worth in his stash, almost all of his net worth rather, in base. Positivity has the Vlads, looks like. Yep, he's got the Iron Branch in his backpack. And Octarine completed on the Naga, so that's like a minute cooldown, 45-second cooldown on Song. They're gonna bring down the tier 2, and it's looking inevitable. Oh, crush on a Broderine. They're gonna get the Static Storm. Kinetic Field combo. It's on a 4. The Chrono as well. But Werber actually manages to get out of it. They're gonna be trying to focus him down, but the OD Sanity's Eclipse doesn't do enough. They're gonna pop the ult onto Condemn Me, trying to set it up. They kind of missed their spells there. Condemn Me. Werber, meanwhile, just doesn't give a damn. The follow-up crush is on it too. Meanwhile, in the backlines, Werber is focusing down Kevin. Zambroni's just melting. Doesn't even get a chance to backtrack. Broderine gets brought down. In the meantime, they're gonna buy back on the OD. Positivity, 2-man crush. Now Mad Hatter, they're just trying to control them up so that they can focus down the buildings. Now Mad Hatter falling low. He has to be careful. Looks like he's gonna die. He will. Meanwhile, Werber manages to pick off the Disruptor in the back lines. Kevin sunders up. He's gonna use it on a Pawedo. Werber getting controlled up by Chet. He gets an ultra kill. He manages to bring him down, but they've lost the Lycan. Positivity. Oh, he's so close to dead. 27 HP. It's not good. The urn isn't going to be enough. Broderine is still alive. Condemn Me chasing after him for all hell. He wants that kill. He's going to be able to get off the net. It is a 6-second net. He actually misses on the Riptide, and he's going to fall. 5 are going to die, but are they losing the racks? No, they did not lose the racks. So they do hold Untilted Gaming, but by a thread. They committed a lot of buybacks there. They only have buyback now on no one. No buybacks for Tilted Gaming. Three are on cooldown. The Void and the Disruptor do not have enough gold. Both around 600 gold for the Disruptor, 800, almost 900 for the Void. And the Void seems to be going for this Mjolnir. I would have liked to see a Blink Dagger just to get some better positioned Chronos. But Terrorblade, now with the Manta style, is going to be outputting some serious damage. Actually has an illusion rune too. Unfortunately, they can't really take a fight outside of their base. So, although they actually probably should. But the counter initiate, if they can burst the Naga, really, if they can burst the Naga, it'll be very good. If they can burst the Naga, they'll be able to take the fight outside of the base, smoke around, burst the Naga, they kill her, then they can take an objective, or at least push out their lanes. Although HoHoHaHa smoked in a Roche. It's, oh my god. How is this even an objective? Roshan just dies. So that's Aegis. They're gonna put it on a Positivity, actually, not on Werber. Or the Naga. Forehead. Looks like you got caps lock on there, buddy. I do that all the time because you have like shift. Huh. But now Poito actually has his items. Last fight I don't believe he had items because they were all in base. Werber, he's gonna pop the ultimate. Looks like with the Death Slayer he wants to go on something. They're gonna drop this static. Okay, that was a bit of a miss, but Positivity has Aegis as well. Rotary just instantly gets melted. They're gonna glimpse back Werber, but meanwhile Condemni is focusing on the racks. Werber is just, oh, now he wants the buildings. He's gonna pop the Howl. Kevin is getting focused down by the Naga. Not a whole lot of damage though. Werber, oh my god, he just melts him, and now, you know, with the Sanity Eclipse and the Chrono, it's gonna be on a 4, but the Terrorblade is still there. He has Thunder, but he is silenced in the Radiance. It's not gonna be enough to bring him down. Positivity, Condemni, oh my god, he's gonna have to TP out. He has... Oh, crush, follow-up stun from that Hatter, and now Kevin, later he says, oh, the PM, and now Positivity, he's got the Force Staff. Tim, gonna try to get out of there, but there is Mega Creeps, and that's 3 dead, no buybacks. GG is called, and we're going to a Game 3 to decide who will enter the Grand Finals of Trench League. This is highly contested. I'll love to see if either team lets Lycan through. First pick is gonna be very sought after, I have to say. All right. MVPs. MVP, I gotta give it to Werber. Positivity is a close second. He got a lot of crushes off that really won them fights. But Werber just did so much damage, and he played so aggressively, and it just won them the game. So I'm gonna give it to Werber. Positivity gets the participation award. No, that doesn't sound so good. He gets the Vice MVP, close second, and I'm gonna be right back. Coming at you with Game 3.